Hey everybody, it is Eric Lucas with GG Homes here in San Diego, your favorite local real estate investor. And I wanted to make a quick video today on a case study of a recent deal that we closed in the Barrio area of San Diego. In this particular situation, the agent had reached out to us and told us that he had a seller that had a property that had a lot of deferred maintenance and also had a tenant in place that was involved in some illegal activity and had a drug problem. So this seller just wanted out of this property. He knew the property needed repairs. He knew the property had a problematic tenant. He just wanted to cash out and move on and get his money and go about his life. So after a little bit of negotiation, we were able to buy the property for $305,000, and the agent that brought us the deal double-ended our purchase, so he made 5%, which came to $15,250. After an extensive rehab and after getting rid of this tenant, we were able to sell the property for $450,000. Now, this agent actually had a few buyers that he brought to us that wanted this property. One of his buyers was the one that bought it for $450,000, so he earned another 5% or $22,500 on the sale of the property. If you add everything up, the agent made $37,750 on this property. Our profit was $36,240. So this agent actually made more than we did on this deal. And that's fine. We did not complain one bit because let's face it, these deals are kind of rare. When you've got a seller that would prefer a quick cash sale over maximizing their dollars by listing it on the MLS, that only happens 5 to 10% of the time. Most sellers want more money. So when you've got a seller that would value a quick sale over, leaving some money on the table, then you deserve to get paid, and you deserve to get paid well. So this seller, or I should say this agent, deserved every bit of this profit. Now, these deals, like I said, are rare, but they are a little bit more common in these zip codes. So if you're farming 92105, City Heights 92114, Encanto 92102, the Barrio, or 92113, you might run across this situation a little bit more than in other areas. Why is that? One, drugs and illegal activity are really a problem in these areas. It's something we run into a lot. As a matter of fact, we're buying a property right now in 92114 where the seller wanted a quick cash sale because there was an eviction involved. So if you're farming these areas, this situation might come up. And it makes sense to ask your client, would you prefer a quick cash sale over listing this on the MLS, going through a bunch of offers, maybe having a few deals fall out, and getting a little bit more money in 2 to 3 months? Or would you rather close in 7 to 10 days? And just by asking that question, this agent turned a potential $7,000 payday into a $37,000 payday. And I came up with these figures, right? Because if he was able to list this on the MLS and he only earned 2.5% of that $305 purchase price, he would have made about $7,000. But because his client preferred a quick cash sale, he was able to walk away with $37,000. So you've got to ask that question to your client, would you prefer a quick cash sale? And again, if you're farming these areas, the difference between listing on the MLS and what prices sell for on the MLS versus what us as investors will pay, it's a little bit smaller of a margin than it is in other areas, right? Typically in Claremont or Mira Mesa, an investor might be $50,000 under market value with what they'll actually have to pay for a property for it to make sense. But if you've been watching the MLS lately, we can almost buy off the MLS in these area codes right now, or these zip codes, I should say. So while the spread in Claremont might be $50,000 under market, here in City Heights or Encanto or the Barrio, it might only be $5,000 to $15,000. This property might have sold for $310,000 to $325,000 on the MLS. So this seller really did not leave a lot of money on the table by taking that quick cash offer. So, if you want to make yourself a big payday, go farm these areas. Agents are always telling me that there's no deals out there and that these deals are rare and that they're unicorns. And it's true, they are a little more rare. They are hard to find, but they're much more common in these areas. So if you're a newer agent or you're an agent that just wants to make some big paydays like this, farm these areas, door knock these areas, cold call these areas, and you're going to find situations where there's an eviction involved, where there's drugs involved, where there's legal activity involved. And the sellers of these properties, often they just want out. They want to cash out while the market is good or while the market is still good. And we would love to be your buyer on those types of properties. So again, Eric Lucas here with GG Homes. We'd love to structure a win-win-win for you on your next deal. Again, in this situation, we made a nice profit. The agent made even more than we did in commissions, which is fine. And this seller got rid of a beat-up property with a heroin addict tenant. So, it doesn't get much better than that where everybody wins. And anyway, Eric Lucas here with GG Homes here in San Diego. Give me a call on your next fixer, on your next off-market deal, on your next deal where there's an eviction or drug activity, and we can buy that property and get you a big payday and save your client a lot of hassle. Take care, and until next time.